Good morning from Fortune Cookies. So I've been MIA, guys, and I only have a few minutes to do this live, but I wanted to do it live because I didn't want to do all the production on it. Hi, TD. So I've been dealing with some mental health stuff lately, and that is why I've been missing. Also, some logistics just with the kids and whatnot. But I'll go into further detail about it probably tomorrow night. I'll do a live. But so I heard the Dan Wooten and Tom Bauer interview from yesterday. It's a bombshell. If you haven't seen it, TD, if you haven't seen it, I think Avid Gardner put a link in hers if you don't see them. I'm okay now. We'll talk more about it later. I got to start my other job at 8:30 on the dot. So um, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Hello, Emmanuel. So apparently, when Harry was in England, he told one of his friends that Meghan is constantly in contact with Diana. Now, as a medium, as a psychic, I take great offense to this. I have some friends that did participate in grief groups. And that was one of the questions one of my friends had asked me. He goes, there's like psychics that call up people all the time. And, how do they find them? And I said, they find them through the obits. And, what I do is I try to bring comfort. I don't try to, add to anyone's stress or add to anyone's, sadness or sorrow. You try to alleviate that. So for her to say that she's the conduit, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. She's the conduit of his deceased mother is really disturbing. So let's see if, and I also was very suspicious. Good morning, Carolina. I was very suspicious of her using the word archetype because, as my tarot people know, we talk about the archetypes in the major arcana. Prime example, the Optimus Prime, if you will, of the different characters of that of the major arcana. So let's see, is Meghan really saying this? Is this true? Allegedly, it was told to Harry told one of his friends when he was in England, and that friend is the source for Tom Bauer, was what I gleaned from the article, from the interview. Again, it's the Tom Bauer and Dan Wooten interview last night. They're like peanut butter and jelly. I love them together. So let's see. Does she really believe that she is a psychic medium? Oh my God! Please don't start a Miss Cleo calling thing. Does she really believe that she is a psychic medium? Eight of Pentacles. She believes something. King of Wands in reverse. Both are. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even have my card view up, guys. Like I'm like hustling into this reading. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands, Four of Swords in reverse. This is a little disturbing. Lovers in reverse, and the Hanged Man. Magician in reverse. It's Four of Wands under the surface. She's trying to keep that family together. This is how she keeps him staying put. Yeah, she is trying to keep him from moving on. This Magician in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think that she has any ability. And I am the first one to say that anybody can be psychic. Anybody can do it. Not everybody can be a medium. Not everybody can have precognition. Not everybody can tell the future. For me, I can kind of see through the veil, and I can tell people what the optimal outcomes will be. I can tell them if there's fated events that they have to be that they have to go through. I can tell them that, but I can't really say this is unequivocally going to happen. This is the right direction. The future is so flexible. We have so many different options that we can go through. But I think this is. I think I think she's the one at the sleepovers that moved the planchette on the Ouija board. I definitely think that. We have Magician in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse. She's acting out on it. And she's acting out because of the split with the lovers. The lovers are coming apart, and she's trying anything to keep him in place. Under the surface, home is where she wants to keep him. So, all right. And guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking fast. We may get to do a part 2 later on. And Christine, I'm doing okay. I was struggling with some mental health stuff over the last couple of weeks. So and you can tell I don't have my newscaster hair going on. So I'll talk about it a little bit later. I was actually going to reach out to the Hutches and see if maybe they wanted to do a little thing about mental health and psychics. So is Harry buying this? Is he buying it? I'm watching the time. 6 minutes, guys. Oh boy. So this is keeping him in place. We've got the dominant energy is our Chariot in reverse. Under the surface is the moon. He wants to believe so much. We all do when someone passes away. We all do. He feels that this is the balm that is going to soothe his soul. Sorry, guys. I know my cards are a little wonky. He feels like this is the balm that's going to soothe his soul. He's not looking back in the past to see how this is affecting him, how it affected his mother. We have the Fool. So he's willing to believe this. He really has those blinders on, and he's just steaming straight ahead to that cliff that we know the Fool goes over. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. He's throwing up his agency. He is saying, I will do this. I will listen. I will take guidance. Really bad stuff. And then we have that Nine of Swords in the end. That is anxiety. It's just going to make things worse for him. All right. So how did the friend advise him? Let's look at that. Said the psychic on YouTube. How did the friend advise him? He said, you've got to get your bearings. You can't really escape into this. We've got 9. We'll come down a little because I'm just going to do 2 cards at a time. This is the Fate Shifters holographic deck. It's pretty cool. So 9 of Swords, his friend told him, you have to protect yourself. You have to, really kind of think about what you're doing, get more logic. Ooh, tea. Four minutes, guys. Thanks for everybody being here. Please hit that like button. He said they discussed money. The friend also offered up, hey, you know what? You're in kind of a bad financial situation. Like maybe you should rethink the whole plan. Then we've got that Empress pregnancy and 4 of Pentacles. So I think possibly the children were discussed, and the 4 of Pentacles, remember, we're keeping secrets. We're holding back. We're not telling anybody. King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. He says, if you tell your truth, that will set you free. If you tell your truth, that will protect you. So did Harry buy it? Did Harry buy it? I got 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes, and I'm going to jump off. I've got a private reading later on tonight, and I'll see if I can come back on maybe at like 8 o'clock. Did Harry hear him? Did Harry hear him? That was one of the things I had to do this week. I had to get a 15-year-old to actually hear me. 4 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. He believes in this. The Lovers, but the relationship is in a bad place. But the Knight of Cups, he doesn't want to go because of that. He doesn't want to lose that connection with his mother. That would be a disconnect with his mother. This is really terrible. Heart of the matter. How's he feeling? Heart of the matter. Ace of Wands. He feels like this is what he was looking for. Under the surface is the Ten of Swords. This is really stressing out his mental health. So, there's that old saying. You guys know my dad's Jewish, and there's that old saying with the event that happened in World War II. I didn't say anything when they came for the Bakers. I didn't say anything when they came for this one. I didn't say anything when they came for that one. When they came for me, there was no one left. So, it with her coming for psychics and trying to be one of us, was a little offended. I was a little offended by this. So, she's offended everybody else and now she's going to offend psychics. But I do think that she dabbles and has some interest in the esoteric arts. I definitely think that there's some interest there, and she may be using that to manipulate him. So, why don't we do this? I'll try and come back at like 8 o'clock. We'll do a little bit more. Maybe my makeup will look a little bit better and I won't be so glowy. Maybe I'll have my hair done. And we'll talk a little bit about what's going on with me either tonight at 8 or tomorrow at 8. Okay. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.